Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Birthdays can mean a lot of different things to a whole lot of different people. It can be a good day or a bad day, and sometimes it can be a bit of both. That seems to be how it went for the bold and the beautiful Scott Clifton and his love, Elle Anderson, for her birthday. In fact, Liam's portrayer acknowledged that every year seems to find a new challenge to throw at Anderson for her birthday. But every year, she rises above it and has the loving support of Clifton to help make it through, no matter how tough things may be. The actor shared a beautiful, poignant post on Instagram, celebrating Anderson, her love, and admiring her grace as she's pushed through life's challenges. "Last week was hard," he began, going on to share how important birthdays are to his love and how much love she showers upon others for them. But, as he continued, "I know there is a tiny piece of you that must wonder why, every year, on the anniversary of your own birth, the universe seems to create some crisis to solve. Some loss to mourn, some wound to nurse, or some soul to save, as if to say, even your day isn't really your day." But while Clifton doubts he would handle the blow nearly as well as Anderson, she, he made clear, just dusts herself off and keeps moving forward. "Indeed," he concluded, "last week was hard. But I can't think of a more meaningful glimpse into the blessing that was your birth. You never stop getting better and better, and I'll love you eternally for it. Happy birthday, Elle Anderson." As Rebecca Budig, Taylor, put it in the comments, "Beautifully written. Beautiful woman. We couldn't have put it better ourselves. Happy birthday, and may the rest of them be full of love and joy." Last week was one of those weeks that tests even the strongest of spirits, and for the bold and the beautiful Scott Clifton, it was no exception. Known for his portrayal of the emotionally complex Dr. Liam Spencer, Scott has always balanced the pressures of a high-profile daytime drama with his personal life's quiet demands. Yet, as he candidly shared in a recent interview, last week pushed him into unfamiliar emotional territory, a place where exhaustion met reflection, and where the challenges of the job unexpectedly offered a silver lining. Scott began by recounting the whirlwind of filming. "Honestly, last week was tough," he admitted, his voice carrying the weight of someone who had experienced the strain of creative intensity. Fans of the show know that daytime soap operas are a different beast entirely. Episodes are shot rapidly, often requiring multiple takes and quick adjustments to the script. For Scott, this pressure was compounded by the storyline arcs that had him navigating some of Liam Spencer's most intense emotional moments yet. "Liam has been going through a lot on screen," Scott explained. "There's heartbreak, confusion, moral dilemmas. It's not just acting, it's feeling, processing, and then delivering that to the audience day after day. The challenges didn't stop at the set. Off-screen, Scott revealed that personal matters had added another layer of complexity to his week. Like many actors, he juggles family responsibilities, personal projects, and the unpredictable nature of life outside Hollywood. Sometimes you go from one emotionally charged scene to dealing with something entirely different in your own life," Scott reflected. "It's like your heart doesn't get a break. But I guess that's part of why actors can be so raw and authentic on screen. We're living these emotions in real life, too." Yet, despite the exhaustion and emotional turbulence, Scott found a silver lining that made the challenges feel worthwhile. For him, the highlight came not from awards, recognition, or fan adoration, but from the unexpected moments of connection that arose from his work. "There's this scene where Liam is at his most vulnerable," Scott said, referencing a key episode from last week. "When I was performing it, I felt a wave of feedback from viewers. Messages, comments, and even letters. People were saying, 'This is exactly how I felt when I went through something similar.' That's when I realized the hard work isn't just for entertainment. It's for impact, for reaching someone who might need to see a little bit of themselves reflected in Liam." The silver lining extended beyond fan engagement. On set, Scott noticed an uplifting camaraderie among the cast and crew. "Even when the scenes are heavy, the energy behind the camera is always there to lift you up," he said. It's incredible how these people come together, not just as colleagues, but as friends who genuinely care about each other's well-being. It makes the hard days manageable, even meaningful. Scott also emphasized the importance of self-care during these intense weeks. "I've learned that you can't pour from an empty cup," he explained. Meditation, exercise, and quiet moments of reflection have become essential tools for maintaining his emotional equilibrium. Some days you just need to step back, breathe, and remind yourself that you're more than the character you play. Liam can carry heartbreak and drama, but I have to make sure I'm carrying myself too. Interestingly, Scott noted that the difficult week also inspired creativity and new approaches to acting. "When you're pushed to your limits, you discover things about your craft that you wouldn't notice otherwise," he explained. "I found myself trying new techniques, exploring nuances in Liam's behavior that I might have overlooked. It was challenging, yes, but incredibly rewarding. There's something about vulnerability that forces growth. It's like your soul is stretching in real time." Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful will recognize this as quintessential Scott Clifton, an actor willing to embrace discomfort and use it to elevate his performance. His dedication to authenticity, combined with his capacity for empathy, has not only enriched the narrative, but also strengthened the connection between the show and its audience. "At the end of the day," Scott said, "if one person feels a little less alone because of what we put on screen, that makes the tough moments worth it." Another aspect of the week that Scott found uplifting was his interaction with younger actors on the set. "Mentoring and guiding them has been surprisingly fulfilling," he revealed. "Seeing someone light up when you offer a tip, or when they successfully navigate a complex scene, reminds you why this job is so unique. You're not just telling stories, you're shaping people, inspiring growth, and sharing a little piece of your journey with them." Beyond the professional sphere, Scott shared that last week also deepened his appreciation for the quieter, more personal aspects of life. "You realize that even in the chaos of a filming schedule, there are moments to cherish," he said. "A conversation with a loved one, a quiet cup of coffee in the morning, the way the sunlight hits your window. It all becomes more vivid when you've been emotionally drained. I like to think that those moments are the universe's way of reminding you that there's beauty in the ordinary." The actor's reflections also touched on resilience and the human capacity to find hope amid struggle. "Last week tested me, but it also reminded me that we can endure, adapt, and even thrive under pressure," Scott observed. "Life will always have its challenges, but if you look closely, there's almost always a silver lining waiting to be found, sometimes in the most unexpected places." Scott's outlook is particularly inspiring given the nature of daytime television. Soap operas are often dismissed as melodramatic or frivolous, yet actors like Scott illuminate the profound emotional truths these shows can explore. By drawing from his own experiences, he transforms scripted drama into something deeply relatable, showing viewers that their feelings are valid, their struggles are acknowledged, and that hope can exist even in moments of hardship. It's also worth noting that Scott's commitment extends beyond the screen. He frequently engages in charitable work and mental health advocacy, using his platform to uplift others who may be facing similar struggles. "I think it's all connected," he said. "The empathy I bring to Liam comes from my own life, and the empathy I share with the world comes from the lessons Liam teaches me. It's a cycle of growth and care that I'm grateful to be part of." Ultimately, the silver lining Scott discovered last week was not a single moment, but a tapestry of small victories, meaningful connections, and personal insights. "I've learned to see the good in the struggle," he said. "Even when a week feels impossible, there are fragments of light scattered throughout it, little things that remind you why you do what you do, why you care, and why it all matters." Fans watching Scott navigate Liam's turbulent journey can take comfort in knowing that the actor behind the character is equally reflective, resilient, and human. In a world where the pressures of fame, performance, and personal life often collide, Scott Clifton demonstrates that it's possible to find emotional grounding, to cherish small triumphs, and to uncover hope even in the most challenging weeks. As Scott prepares for the coming week on The Bold and the Beautiful, He carries with him the lessons of last week. Embrace vulnerability, nurture connections, and always look for the silver lining. For viewers, this insight is a reminder that behind the drama, the romance, and the cliffhangers, there's a profoundly human story unfolding, one that reflects the struggles, triumphs, and resilience of real life. In the end, last week may have been hard, but Scott Clifton has shown that even the toughest weeks can bring clarity, growth, and unexpected joy. Through his craft, his empathy, and his unwavering commitment to authenticity, he reminds us all that in both life and art, every challenge carries the potential for revelation, and every struggle holds the seed of a silver lining. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.